In this video, we will not be talking about all of those medical terms because I want this video to be as simple as possible. Hey lovers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be talking about that one thing that you need to know before you can get pregnant. Ovulation is the release of egg and it only lasts for 24 hours, minimum of 12 hours, maximum of 24 hours. But wait, why are we talking about ovulation? Because ovulation is the reason why you can get pregnant. Yes, you heard that right. If a woman cannot release egg, she cannot get pregnant. In fact, fertilization can only happen when a sperm and an egg meets. But wait, if ovulation is that important, then how do you track your ovulation? Truth be told, ovulation is not easily tracked. Scientists have made it a little bit easy. The first is that you can buy an ovulation predictor kit. You can also take note of your basal body temperature. But personally for me, I love to use the changes of my body, and that is by tracking the consistency of my cervical mucus. I said I was not going to use any medical terms. And again, what can I use to describe that word? Okay, let me break it down for you. Cervical mucus is that stretchy-like thing when you put your hands into your female body part. You know those things you will see on your own days? Yes, that is what cervical mucus is. If you place a finger and you try to touch it, when you're not close to your ovulation, you will realize that this mucus is a little bit dry and not stretchy. Instead, it is sticky. But as you get close to your ovulation date, it becomes pasty and creamy. But the moment you start ovulating, it becomes really clear and very stretchy. There is an increase in this discharge. But what then happens after 24 hours if the egg is not released? Well, that is where menstruation comes into the picture. The moment your egg is not fertilized, it becomes menstruation. The body cannot keep an unfertilized egg. It has to push it out of your body, and that is when you see menstruation comes out. So what happens if you're not intimate with your partner on your ovulation date? Guess what? The sperm lives up to 5 days in the female body. And that is exactly how we get pregnant. That means if you get intimate with your partner at least 2 days before your ovulation, or on your ovulation day, or 1 day before your ovulation, there is a likely chance, in fact about 19% likely chance, that you will get pregnant. Also, because of this fact, you can finish your menstruation and also still get pregnant. Not all the times, but in rare cases this can occur. Why? Because of the ability of the sperm to stay longer in the body. Oh, let me just throw this in. Do you know because of the ability of the sperm to stay longer in the body, the gender of your child can also be determined? Yes, scientists have discovered that the female sperm stays longer than the male sperm. So, if you are trying to have a female child, then you should consider being intimate with your partner at least 3 days before. But if you're trying to have a male child, then you should at least be intimate with your partner on the day of your ovulation, a day before or a day after. I mean, if the male releases the female sperm and the male sperm, because the female will stay longer, the male sperm will not be available when the egg is finally released, leaving behind the female sperm to fertilize the egg. I know, right? Women, we are warriors. Now that we know how to track our ovulation, where do we keep this information? Personally for me, I use Flow. Before Flow came out, I was always documenting whatever it is I feel wrong or feel right with my body. I have this journal then way back that I write my monthly flow, because trust me, you need to at least see 6 months of your monthly flow to understand the logic behind knowing your ovulation, because cycles differ. Some women have 28 days, some have 35 days. There is an average range of 28 to 35 days. In fact, even if your cycle is 28 days, there are some months that it will not be 28, that it will be 30, even 31 sometimes. So this is why journaling is very important. Nowadays we have some apps that you can use to keep this record. For example, Flow. You can just go to your App Store or Play Store and then download, and you register, and voila, you register. It doesn't need much. It is very free, unless of course you want the premium. So in the right conditions, the moment the sperm meets the egg, pregnancy. And before I forget, that day 1 of your menstruation is the first day of your cycle. So if your cycle is 28 days, then day 14 should be your ovulation. Not every time though, and that is why it is important for you to track your ovulation personally. Now that you know about ovulation, I have a question for you for this week. Do you think this knowledge of ovulation should be shared to the teenagers? Do you think it will do them more harm than good? Let me know in the comment section. You can also tell me your answers on my social media pages, Relationship with Love June, both on Twitter and Instagram, but I'll be leaving it on the screen for you to follow and comment your answers there. My last word for this week is taken from Psalm 127 verse 3, and it says, Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, share. Do not keep knowledge to yourself. I always tell you guys that. These videos are part of my motherhood series, and I'll be dropping these videos in episodes, so I wouldn't want for you to miss out. So make sure you are subscribed, so whenever I drop these videos, you will get notified. You will get notified only if you turn on the notification bell, of course. So make sure you turn on the notification bell close to the subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.